So my reprimand to atheists, part 2, calling me a liar because I've had an afterlife experience is a ludicrous argument. I could have written this instead as an extra commentary upon the video that I just did, but since I can't get into my videos unless I upload another one, classical science has already proven life after death, or has admonished us to seriously consider it, because energy continues to live on after an apparent death. Even a piece of wood, the energy from a piece of wood will continue outwardly to the universe for 1,000 years or so, whereas a human being is a much more complex body of energy than that. So, I mean, what would stop us from considering the possibility in that case that something that Kevin Annett termed the chi, or somebody before him termed the chi, which is essentially a compilation of thought for centuries upon centuries, which has become the spirit of the world, as it were, or some other spirit which has evolved beyond the chi, which we termed God. What would prevent classical science from considering this possibility, or prevent classical science from considering the possibility that Jesus Christ and his mother Mary are souls that, or bodies of energy, if you rather, that have evolved their consciousness more than the piece of wood, and certainly more than we, who are possibly their subject in another kingdom. This doesn't necessarily mean that which we term God is an eternal God, even if God himself believes himself to be eternal. He very well could be, but eternity to us means a very, very long time. It may mean something else in another realm. In classical science, like we said, the piece of wood lives on for another few thousand years after it has decayed. The energy continues. So it's most certainly a human being's life continues. So to throw somebody down the stairs simply because they've had a soul out of body experience and have determined that there is life after death, I mean, I'm not even coming across like a Bible thumper up here. I'm just talking about my experiences. You cannot argue somebody's experience. And you have no right to call me a liar in my face. It's just so ignorant. If you give any consideration to what classical science is teaching these days, then you'd have to consider a deeper science than what classical science offers, because the two varieties of science, the physical and the metaphysical, are merging. They have to, because classical science has proven that energy lives on. So who are we to say that that energy doesn't have a consciousness, or doesn't evolve, or can't even be an owner of a higher kingdom for millennia? That which we call eternal may have a limit to it. It does for most creatures. The piece of wood and its energy eventually goes out of existence within the universe. The universe itself will eventually go out of existence. that which we experience as eternal eventually goes out of existence. Perhaps even God himself. But it's possible that eternal is beyond our comprehension, and it has nothing to do with time. And it may be well beyond our understanding of what we know now to be religion. But I'm up here talking about my experiences. I'm not up here trying to push a religion or acting as a Bible thumper either. I'm offering considerations of paradox, as a matter of fact. I am up here considering many paradoxes and trying to figure out what to do about them. Casting stones is not appropriate.